Hello and welcome to Beyond the Reels, the series where we dive into some of the industry's latest slot releases. Joining me today is Mykhailo Pushnia, game producer at Tom Horn Gaming, to talk about all things Wild Dragon's Fortune. How are we today, Mykhailo?
Hello everyone, hello Danny. I'm great, we are close to the release of the game. Actually, while this video is being recorded, we are having the release, so a lot of we are getting our, let's say, first data from the markets and so on, and it's really interesting and exciting for me.
Okay, fantastic. So before we actually get into the slot itself, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself and the role that you play at Tom Horn Gaming?
Yeah, absolutely. So within just a few words, I'm a game producer. So my main job is to make sure that games which we are developing are the best quality possible from the whole process. So I mean that from the concept stage and to the release stage. I'm working closely with our internal teams who are taking care of coding, testing, mathematics, sounds like all of the aspects which you can think of when you think about the game. Also, I see myself as a bridge between visual and conceptual side of a game, and I'm making sure that it's also goes well with technical feasibility and also with budgets, etc. And another point of my job, which I would like to talk about, is that me as game producer, I'm giving individuals in our company opportunity to work on their job and to make it the best way possible while I'm taking care about all the logistics and with general decision making.
What was the inspiration behind the East Asian theme for this slot title then? And can you explain why this theme is so prominent in the slot industry?
I think it's very prominent because Asian themed games, they actually take the best aspects of the Asian culture in terms of visionary effects, and it's like very colorful, very rich, and it fits slots perfectly. There are plenty of the game designs that you can apply to such games like Eastern themes. It can be dragons, it can be imperators, ninjas, samurais, like whatever you would like to have, basically. In terms of the European players, I think there's the aspect that I highlighted, that it just takes the best out of this culture and people enjoy it. And for the Europeans, Asian culture is also something unusual because we don't have that many Asian themed games in the European markets, and therefore anything which comes with that Asian side, it allows players to jump to and dive into something new, as I think. Inspiration behind Wild Dragon's Fortune, actually the very first idea we came up with was from our previous game Dragon Reaches, because it was also Asian themed game about dragons, but while it was more classical and it's more like this casino feeling, the Wild Dragon's Fortune, it takes this experience, this atmosphere to another level, because it's not just something abstract with nice symbols, but it's more like the whole environment in which game is played.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing to sort of bring a different culture into your slot title and sort of showcase that a bit. So I can understand the reasoning behind that. And looking into the game itself, what can players sort of expect from just a base game spin of Wild Dragon's Fortune?
First thing first, I would like to explain that we have 4 base gameplays in the base game itself. Those are related to Gifts of Fortune symbols. I believe we can discuss them more in details a bit later, but for now I'll just say it like that we have 4 gameplay variations, and each of them brings different line count and therefore higher volatility. Also, there are 2 more features what we have. Those are Dragon Wilds with multipliers, just wild symbols with multipliers, and free spins. So that's what player can expect from a single base game spin. So you pick your Gifts of Fortune symbols, and then you make a spin, and you can win with wild, you can receive a regular win, you can win free spins. So really nice.
Okay, so you touched on it a bit there. So players are able to sort of enhance the game by using the Gifts of Fortune feature. Now, how does this game enhancement work, and what exactly can a player sort of gain from activating all 4 gifts of fortune?
By the default, we have all 4 symbols activated once the player opens the game. This feature is pretty classical for this type of the games. I might be mistaken, but from my perspective, one of the most popular game that was released with these features was 88 Fortunes. The feature that you can upgrade symbols, it will increase their payouts and maybe unlock something extra for you. So with this game, we decided that, okay, so we can increase the payouts for the symbols, we can of course hire wild multipliers and so on, but what actually makes this feature outstanding for the players? And we decided to come up with different winline sets or winlines count for these base game levels. So while you're playing on the first level, you're having just 20 winlines, while multipliers are from x1 to x5, and you are playing low volatile games, slowly getting some nice wins, etc. Then you have the second level, which already has 40 winlines, higher wild multipliers, and so on. So you actually can receive bigger wins. With the third one, you have 100 win lines and like even bigger one. And as the biggest feature, we have this 1024 ways for the game and maximum wild multipliers. So on the last level, on the fourth one with 4 upgraded symbols, player can get wilds with multipliers up to x8, and yeah, there are like very big wins. But one thing which I would like to highlight about this feature is the volatility, because on the fourth level, because of the 1024 ways and because of the high wild multipliers, the volatility is also super high. So if the players are enjoying lower volatility, I suggest for them to try out playing with 1 upgraded symbol or maybe 2 or maybe even 3.
So, like the majority of slot releases, Wild Dragon Fortune offers a free spins game mode. How does this bonus game mode differ from a standard free spins feature that you might see in a different slot?
Regular free spin feature is that you are waiting for it, then it appears in, let's say, 200 spins, right? But with Wild Dragon's Fortune, we decided that we want to bring something like new to the free spins, to have different feelings on them and to allow players actually experience different gameplays, the same way as we have it in the base game. So the initial idea for the free spins was for the players to select gifts of fortune symbols also there, and that's what we did. There are 4 variations of the free spins. So this is the first and the main difference is that there are different free spin variations, and those differences are not just the different free spin count or total free spin multiplier, but it's more like generally different game, because comparing 20 win lines game and 1024 ways, those are like quite different, right? Also, it has the same feeling of volatility. So if you are playing with 1024 ways, your volatility will be much higher comparing to the first option. The free spins, they work the same as gifts of fortune from the base game, but they also offer a different wild count. We have this feature that you receive each free spin guaranteed number of wilds, and you can select this number. So for first free spin variation, you have 10 free spins with 1 wild and 20 V-lines. So you will be getting more wins, they will be more like middle wins, and with each next level, it will be increasing and increasing. So for example, for the second option, you already have 8 free spins and 2 wilds. So you're having less free spins, but more wilds and more lines. With the third one, it's 100 win lines and 3 wilds. And for the last option, we also have 6 free spins, but only with 2 wilds. But we have 1024 ways, so that mechanics works really nice.
Plenty of ways to keep players engaged then, just in the bonus game mode. So, Wild Dragon's Fortune also offers players the ability to buy access to a number of bonus features using the Quick X bonus feature from Tom Holland Gaming. Now, can you explain sort of the exact features that you can buy access to with this Quick X feature?
Okay, so first of all, Quick X is our proprietary feature which we releasing with our latest games, and it allows player to dive right into the most awarding features, and they don't need to wait for. It's the same as with the free spins. You need to wait 200 spins, and then you will be able to win them. But what you can do with Wild Dragon's Fortune and with buy feature with Quick X is just to buy by increased bet, free spins or feature you want in particular. In the Wild Dragon's Fortune game, we offer 4 options for the Quick X. Those are spin with 1 wild, spin with 2 wilds, spin with 3 wilds, and free spins. You can also adjust Quick X gameplay by the Gifts of Fortune symbols because they stack up, right? So you can have 3 wilds with 20 win lines, and you can have 3 wilds with 1024 win line. It will be, of course, the different price, different gameplay variation, but we wanted to bring for the players so many possibilities. With introduction of the buy feature, different variations of that, players are able to buy them right away. So they don't need to wait. If they would like to test the game, I mean not test, but to play the game and test the features, what it has to offer, they needed to get them on their own, but right now they can just buy it and dive right to the features. So I would say this is like a market trend which most of the providers are following right now, introducing the buy feature variations.
Yeah, it's certainly something that we're seeing a lot more of. And moving on to the next question, as game developers are sort of constantly looking to attract and grow their player base with each game that they release, how do you think Wild Dragon's Fortune can attract new users?
I believe that market is oversaturated right now, and every day, every week you have many games coming up, and that's also related to the Quick X. Player cannot do so many spins in every game in order to see the feature. You can play some game, but what memory it leaves to you, right? So because personally I can barely remember maybe like 2-3 games for the last 2-3 months, which I remember and I can admit them, right? They're really good. They made me experience something new. It was interesting to play it. Most of the game, they look like Crest Kings, the same mod, the same features, etc., etc. Don't get me wrong, it's very good because those games are pretty fast to do. Players like them because it's something new to play. So in the final, everybody is happy. But what we try to achieve with Wild Dragon's Fortune is to create environment, create specific mood for the players to allow them to enjoy and to stay them in the game. We also focused really a lot on the calm atmosphere of the game for the players to not be interrupted, to not be disturbed, and to just simply enjoy the playing. And what we wanted to achieve with Quick X plus Gifts of Fortune combination plus different free spin variation is that it will allow player to experience different combination, different situation, different gameplay modes, different moods. So that's what we believe will makes this game to stand out and can help us to reach to more new players, also to refresh memories of our old players.
Yes, it's definitely an important aspect to player retention, 100%. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's been great to have you on to discuss the ins and outs of Wild Dragon's Fortune. And for the viewers at home, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.